we'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, it is a winter wonderland indeed. The snow is falling in upstate New York as you get a look inside Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Allen going to go to the air right away. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, it's Allen. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Now inside the 25. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Therefore,
touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Allen to throw it. This is Coleman with the ground. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they can't bring him down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Allen going to throw. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now Allen. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down. Boy, tough spot here. As they approach the line of scrimmage, a long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
A first down carry for Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Hurts on the option right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A tackle made by Thomas Booker.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. To the air, Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Reed Blankenship. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Amari Cooper, 37 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive after. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also
a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and they have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, 35 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Barkley, inside handoff. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Steps away to his left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Rasul Douglas picks it, pushing his way through. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think you need to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And brought down there by Taylor Rapp. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Quick throw there is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the middle with Cook. To about the 35, 2nd down.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 34. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Allen running the option to the left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On third and long, it's Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's a give to Barkley. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A handoff to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A.J. Epinesa rushing in there and hitting him for a loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley, 35 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40. Already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. This short throw caught by Goddard. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we have reached halftime here, and in 11, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Pickett. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Pickett. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the big Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to... the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 41 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Barkley. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Baun in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And it is caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Allen now on first down, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This is Barkley. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He's got a man, complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Well, that's Smith, a nice catch. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Matt Milano able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.